Fancy seeing you.
Oh, it's been a while.
It feels good to be back. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Rugby League Outlaws, brought to you by the good people at Top Sport. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Dan, I thought we were going to get some time off.
No, there's no off season.
There's no
Seems
off.
like every player's got together and gone, let's not have an off season this year.
Let's leave.
Yeah.
Let's leave. Let's move clubs.
Well, let's do something.
There's two big ones on the move. We're going to chat about them right now.
Let's discuss.
The market for Ben Hunt. Mm-hmm. Yay or nay?
Well, I think it got a lot bigger in the last 48, 72 hours.
Yeah.
I think yay.
Yeah.
I can't believe St George fans are cheering this as much as they are, given the fact that he had 34 try involvements of like 40 tries they scored this season. I don't know where their future is. Don't particularly care. I think there's a market that a couple of teams want to pinch you to premiership.
I get where St George fans are going because in the paper it came out that they want to go after Trindle or Atkinson. I don't think either of them are going to help.
No, not that side.
No, and especially because full disclosure, I fully expect Braden Trindle to re-sign with Cronulla for another 2 years. So if it's Daniel Atkinson and Kyle Flanagan in the halves, yeah.
Look, good on Acco. He tries hard, but he's going to have to try really hard. Though,
yeah, you'd have to bring all that enthusiasm and hope some skill comes along with it.
Yeah. I think there's a big market for Hunt. Absolutely.
I think there was a big market for him on the Gold Coast, but they shot their shot early and when it got Regan Campbell-Gillard. So I think Brisbane now find themselves in a really, really easy spot. If it's Queensland that he wants, he's up there for a year.
Yeah.
And then they just play it by ear as to what's happening with Ezra Mam, who we will not be touching on that tonight, right? So I think there's the good market, but put those circumstances aside, is there a Sydney market for Ben Hunt?
I think, look, it's not Sydney. I think Newcastle have got to be in for Ben Hunt. Money is going to be a problem up there. They don't have a halfback. They need to shed whoever they need. Safiti's gone. I think Brayley's gone. There's going to be some moves. I think they're in there. In terms of Sydney, not on the money he's on.
No.
Like, you could always say not even the Tigers. The Tigers have got better halves pairing moving forward. They're the one you throw up. Look, I think Canberra are very much in for him, and I would be shocked if they don't at least ask. In terms of Sydney, if you want to stay in Sydney, it's probably Dragons or bust.
I think the Dogs, but they don't have the cash. Let me throw a spanner in the works for you for Ben Hunt though. He's got to have a look at one particular team, Sydney team, that played in the finals. Have a look and go, yeah, they got a pretty good 3/4 of their spine. But if I go there and play hooker, we've probably got one of the best spines in the league.
Yeah.
Ben Hunt to Manly.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't see where he fits in.
Hooker.
Yeah, no, money-wise.
Wow, you can't really say there's two players on a lot of money and there's some absolute dross in that
There
side.
is a lot of money. And three, though, because both Tavojevic. Actually, I have rethought. Sydney Roosters.
Yeah, the Roosters.
Need to come in right now and say, I dropped that into a group chat and they said, yeah, but they signed Chad. Imagine going to your members and saying, the reason we didn't sign this legendary halfback is we have Chad. Mm-hmm. There will be a mutiny in red, white and blue. I think the Roosters are probably the only shot, and I don't know how serious.
The only reason why I tossed up Manly is because we only see the best of Ben Hunt when he's in maroon.
That's a good shout. That's a very good shout.
Yeah. Now, another player on the move that we know is 99% out the door, Josh Addo-Carr. Mm-hmm. Market for Josh Addo-Carr?
Yes. Wingers are... They're a dime a dozen, but there's quality wingers, and he brings a big profile. Yeah, I still think, look, when he was out there this year, he was still pretty good.
Yeah.
And last year, he was tremendous in a pretty ordinary Dogs team. Yes, another, though, he's going to end up at a team like the Tigers that are on a rebuild, that are buying big-name players.
I think he's going to go to a team that's on a rebuild, that's in a rebuild. I think he's going to go to South Sydney.
South, I love. I also put Parramatta up as because Parramatta need a winger.
Yeah.
They need a winger.
Well, now they need two.
Ain't going. Yeah.
Now they need two because Mike Acebo's gone to Leeds.
Yep. So they need a winger. I think Addo-Carr can always say, look, I'm 30 now, a couple of issues off the field. I don't know if maybe next year he's got it on or whatever he's paid. Mm-hmm. The year after, he's not going to say I need $1 million. Mm-hmm. So I think there's a market there. Again, though, like you go, everyone who gets linked to the Dolphins. Both the Dolphins wingers are better.
Yep.
You throw to the Tigers, I don't think they should be looking at a player like him. I think they got their wingers for the next few years in Taruva and Skelton. Where does he? Maybe he goes to the Dragons.
Maybe he goes. Yeah, that's a decent shout there. He does have that connection with Shane Flanagan.
Yeah.
I think South is probably the best option for him.
Yeah.
Smokey, Penrith.
Yeah,
They're losing to River.
They are true. South though, they've probably got two better wingers than Addo-Carr.
They've got
Johnston.
AJ who's out for a while.
Yeah, and they got that Munro kid that's.
I wouldn't say he's better than Addo-Carr. He's young.
Look, I think there's if you're a good player, there's going to be a market for you.
Mm-hmm.
But again, maybe Newcastle can say.
Nah, they got Marju and they got Fletcher Sharp.
True. God, you don't want to be acting up in this day and age. There's too many good players.
But maybe Addo-Carr's going to go to P&G.
Maybe. Look, maybe they know something.
He'd be the captain. That'd be a profile.
That'd be fun.
That would be good. Right, let's talk some serious off-season stuff now. The Pacific Nations.
Yep.
We've seen a terrible game in the girls.
Yep.
84-0. The Gillaroos could have been 96, 98.
Yeah.
If they had
The 100 was on.
100 was on. They just, couldn't kick.
No, but she kicked like 11 from 40, so she still laid 11. I don't mean to be rude, but when I saw the two teams.
You just knew that was.
You knew it was going to be a flogging, and it was burst the clock, and they beat the clock quite easily. But that Australian team was no joke.
No.
And that New Guinea side, with the greatest respects, was not that Australian team. So I wasn't shocked. I felt a bit bad. You kind of wanted them to score late, and I know it doesn't really matter, but it gives them something to build on. These games, it's Australia, New Zealand, and the rest, and that's going to happen until these games are played and players come through. So you're just gonna. It is what it is.
You do. You have to live with that result. What it was though was his exposure for the PNG ladies. Yep. They didn't give up.
No,
they were just steamrolled
by far
superior.
They just were happy to play rugby league. And as Gus Gould says, if the whistle doesn't blow, they'll play all night. It legitimately, they do live and breathe it, and it's going to inspire the next generation, etc., etc. Mm-hmm. But make no mistake, they could play that game 100 times, and it will be very similar.
That's the score each time.
Just is what it is.
You can play 100 days in a row.
Yeah,
that's literally what it's going to be. And then we also had the Samoan women. 30 beat Tonga 16.
That was a quality game.
That was very good.
Tonga had beaten him in something like 10 or 12 games. It doubles as a World Cup knockout, so Tonga can't make the World Cup now, which I think is a little bit unfair.
That's harsh.
Samoa will go through and we'll play the winner of the game, we'll discuss later, for a shot at the World Cup, which gives it stakes, which is fantastic, and you saw what it meant. Both teams were crying at the end. It was good to see, the emotion and stuff, but I do feel a little bit hard done by because Tonga were really good, and to think, they're gone on one game.
And then to think that Samoa could miss out.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a shortened World Cup.
It is a short. What do they have, 4 teams?
Well, it's like 6 or 8, it might as well be.
Yeah.
And you got England are pretty good in Australia and New Zealand, they're going to meet in the final. So, yeah, again, it is what it is, but these are the steps you've got to take.
Yep. I completely agree with that. Moving on, we had PNG 22 defeat Fiji 10.
Yeah, big underdogs in Fiji.
Yeah, big underdogs. Now, I was watching the game after the basketball finished. Of course, we had that little joke in the side chat. But I saw that the last time they played, PNG won that game as well. And I'm looking at that PNG team, looking at the Fiji team, thinking, geez, the talent in the Fiji.
Yeah, there's a lot of NRL talent. No, and you can't beat a good pair of halves.
I tell you what, you can't. Well, who are the halves? Oh, Adrian Lamb. I tell you what, you couldn't beat either on that night. Nana McDonald at fullback.
Yeah, geez, he looked good. He's talking about coming back to the NRL. If he'd said that before this weekend, I'm like, now you're like, well, hold on a minute.
Yeah, there's a market for Nana McDonald. The problem with Nana McDonald, right? It's never been the talent. It's the attitude.
Yeah.
This guy's a pain in the ass.
Yep, fair. He's left a lot of clubs.
You know, it was at a point at Cronulla where we were rolling out the dead body of Will Chambers over this guy because we just didn't want to deal with him anymore. Yeah. But all the talent in the world, right? So fingers crossed he's gone overseas, matured a little bit, comes back. Not holding my breath on that, but congratulations to PNG.
Good win.
What a performance
they're favourites to. So the win, they'll play the Cook Islands, who you will imagine lose to Fiji, try to get ahead. They'll win that group and then play possibly Tonga for a chance to get into that A group next year. So that result is monstrous.
Yeah, that's huge. And finally, Australia 18, Tonga 0.
Felt closer than that. Australia's C grades.
Yeah, but at any time it just felt like if this Australian team weren't taking the piss, they were just going to run away
hold
with
the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit unfair. If Colin Matangi had scored that try, I think that was a better 16-8 or 18-6 or something like that. I felt they were good enough for that. But yeah, again, the quality in the halves is ginormous.
Yeah.
It's a huge gap.
And I mean, Mitch Moses and Tom Dearden would probably be like the 4th or 5th string halves combination that you'd roll out if you were being serious here. But, you know, Tonga were... Isaiah Katoa is going to be an absolute freak.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Tuilola here is he's washed.
Yeah, he's just not up to it.
That Australian, I mean, that game could still be going now. It didn't look like Tonga knew how to.
No, they couldn't break him. The one chance they did have, unfortunately, knocked out. I enjoyed it. I thought it wasn't the greatest game, but the occasion. I love the occasion of international football. I think this weekend though is going to be the weekend.
Yeah, and we'll touch on that in Top Sport very soon.
Terry,
talk to me, Dan.
I am nothing if not...
Well, you are nothing.
...responsible.
Yes.
For things I say.
Correct. What you don't do is you don't run and hide.
No, I don't.
No.
And it's an ego thing and it's to my detriment, but I refuse. So what we're going to do is we're going to look back at 50 pre-season predictions. We're going to do 25 tonight. We'll do 25 next time we reconvene here on this very special couch. I'm going to read. I'm going to throw to you... Now, not all of these, obviously 50 is hard, so you can't say, there's 50 huge things are going to happen. A few little ones, a few cheekies, a few gimmies, a few huge misses. I went through them quickly, but I'm going to read as we go, so this is largely on the fly. We're going to keep score in the corner. Sorry, I didn't discuss this with producer Dids, but that's going to happen. Here we go, number 50. Everyone will bag on Vegas games until they actually happen.
Yeah. And then everyone who went to Vegas and everyone who watched it was like, that was awesome. Yep. Yeah, no, you nailed that one.
One from one. I could not have cared any less. And then when it happened, I was like, okay, that was pretty cool.
Look, in all honesty, when it comes to round one, I don't care if the game's played in China. Just play.
Just play
the game.
I like it.
By the time that it's gone from October, say the 5th, from when the season's ended, to March the 2nd when it kicked off, you play the game in Timbuktu.
Just give me
just kick the ball off. Run the ball. Cronulla, don't drop it. And let's just play football.
There you go. Number 49. The pre-season challenge won't matter except to the fans of the winning team. I can't even remember who won it. I think it was Brisbane.
Brisbane won it.
Yeah, and they had their B-grade team play the second, although against the B-grade Roosters.
2 from 2.
So there you go. Again, I won't care next year either unless Cronulla win it. So here we go. And I did mention that we were a few offloads short last year and Tuck the Ball didn't care. Penrith will win the World Cup Challenge.
Well, this is for 2024, so you got that one wrong.
I did happily as a Wigan fan.
Yeah. As a Wigan fan, you got that wrong.
So first wrong, that's okay. Here we go, moving on. Luke Brooks and the Tigers both win the divorce.
The only person who won that divorce is Luke Brooks, because Luke Brooks played finals football and the West Tigers still came last.
See, I want to push back here and say that they unlocked Lockie Galvin and signed Jerome Luai. They could only do one of those things without Brooks. I think the Tigers are in a better position now than they were. I'm claiming that one.
You can't claim that one. In 2024, Luke Brooks left and they said, the thing that's been holding us back is Luke Brooks and Luke Brooks only. That is what Tigers fans were saying.
Yep.
No, because you can't talk about 2025.
No.
No. So, for 2024...
In 2024, they did sign Jerome Luai.
Yeah, but
with
he
the
didn't
Brooks
play.
money.
He didn't play. In 2024, Luke Brooks went to Manly, was laughed at, played his first finals game.
Yep. I think they won one more game though, so
it doesn't matter.
It's a tie.
Nope.
Moving on. Raiders are the big sliders in 2024.
They were, unfortunately for you, Brisbane exist.
It's true. That's a half a point.
Yep.
Dolphins big improvers, but still no finals.
Oi! And look, at one point in time, they were like 2nd or 3rd.
Yeah,
and they were keeping up there, and then they just slid.
Missed
all the way
finals.
down to 9.
That was for me. Thank you, Wayne Bennett. Dragons land a big name recruit.
Oh, ouch! They tried,
and they got Val.
Would you call him a big name these days?
Yeah, I would. I had him in my top 10 centres, just quietly, convincingly.
Yeah, the centre market wasn't that good this year. Val's all right. Yeah, I'll give you half a point.
Yeah, that's all right. This was a huge miss.
Oh, they got Damien Cook.
There's one. 2 halves make it full.
There you go.
Cameron Smith will be named Craig Bellamy's successor.
Well, Craig Bellamy still hasn't left yet, so we don't know. That could have been true this year as it could have been true in 2028.
Yeah.
Just keep that one rolling.
I'll just roll on.
Keep it rolling every year. You got to be a bit nervous for Billy Slater.
Yeah, I should have known. Well, I think it's going to be Smith.
Yeah.
The Indigenous All-Stars and Maori All-Stars split the series again.
Did they?
Yes, they did.
Who won it? The Indigenous All
The
Stars
Indigenous and the Maori, they won one each.
Oh, the ladies.
Yeah, don't fact check, but I'm pretty
Okay.
sure that happened. South, return of the 8. Not so good, but look, that was a pretty good start.
That's not a bad start. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back.
And here we're back with 10 more.
We are back.
West Tigers rise. Like, literally, you only had to not come last, and that was an absolute slam dunk.
The Tigers have got to be thankful that an 18th team didn't come in next year.
They're not very good. I won't be making those comments next year. Moving on. No early season coach sackings. Now, Brad Arthur went after Magic Round, which was in round 10. So,
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, double digits. Yeah.
Yep. Fair enough. You're guilty. I knew it.
Yep.
Bradman Best to become New South Wales mainstay.
He did play an Origin game again.
He did. He was injured for the first 2, played Origin 3. He's 2 from 2.
Yeah. And he's in the Australian squad now as
Yes.
well. So, yeah, I'll give you that.
Yep, thank you. I
think it'll be him and Crichton.
Yeah, that's a bloody good centre
Has
pair.
to be.
I like Bradman Best. I'm a huge fan.
I'm a huge fan of Brad. The fact that his head's so flat as well just
adds to it.
yeah,
It's aerodynamic.
just his character.
Look, unfortunately, I'm going to have to cop a bit of. I'm going to scroll on this. AJ Brimson will be a success at centre.
AJ Brimson sucks.
Yeah, it didn't work out too well. Look, I'm not going to argue. Moving on. Storm win the Sean Bloor, Justin Olam trade.
Yep.
Kaboom!
Kaboom.
You know what I did? I just picked the Bellamy guy.
Yeah.
Easy. Olam was okay until he,
Killed someone.
Taniela Paseka and Toff Sipley will become the new Bash brothers.
Look, Taniela Paseka did. I think Tofafoa Sifley can, but he didn't. So
Yeah, that was a
that's
negative. I thought they were going to be monsters this year, and they were every second game. Not enough. I still think that'll be scary. I'll be rolling that one over. Warriors repeat 2023 heroics.
Look, no.
They were terrible. I thought that was another gimme. My darkest hour. The Cowboys to finish as the 4th best Queensland side.
They were the best, weren't they?
They were.
They were the best.
They were definitely the best. The other 3 teams said, oi.
Yep.
God.
Oh, yeah, no, didn't work. Anyway,
No.
keep going.
Yeah, Joseph Manu breaks Roosters' hearts. He did.
He did?
He was bloody good again this year, and
He was okay this year. This was a very down year for Joey Manu.
it was, and he was still incredible.
It was still awesome, yeah.
So, and look, I'm going to end on a win here. We'll do 5 more. New NRLW finalists. Yes, they were.
Yeah, they were.
And they were. They were the Cronulla Sutherland Sharks. Everyone said that they were going to be the same 4 as last year, and I said, just you wait. Either Canberra or Cronulla will get in. Mm-hmm. And look what
Canberra did nothing. Cronulla did everything.
Yeah, so I hedged my bets and I win. I reckon I'm batting pretty well. And we'll be back in 10 seconds.
And we are back. Now, we're not going to do 5. Let's just do another 10.
We'll do a full 10. We'll save the top 20 for next week.
Let's do it.
This is an unfortunate one. Now, in the preseason, there was a Broncos dust-up training, I believe. I can't even remember. There will be a worse off-field incident than the Broncos dust-up.
Was there?
There was one last night, Terry.
No, but we're talking
ago.
about for 2024 going in.
And what is it now? 2024.
Yeah, no, but that's going into 2025.
Yeah,
No.
there were several unfortunate.
Yeah, there were
incidents.
several, but no.
Adokar, Trindle.
Okay, yeah.
That sucked. We will lose another star to rugby union. Now I don't
We lost 2.
think after this we did
We did.
give myself up there. Yeah, I think I wrote this after Suoli left.
No, Sirili signed during the season.
Oh, there you go. What a man.
Yeah, and then so did Manu. So we lost 2.
You're beauty. You're beauty.
Yeah.
Speaking of not you beauty, Josh Schuster will nail down a second row spot.
Where did he sign?
South. But he got sacked from Manly about 3 weeks after I posted this.
Yeah, no.
That was a real bad one. Jack White into the halves by round 10. Now, I can't remember exactly when.
It was like round 17.
Yeah, that's close.
Yeah, no.
Bugger. Jada Taylor emerges as NRLW's newest superstar. Unfortunately, her ACL cost me that one.
Yeah, her ACL did cost you that one, but I think with that you saw the emergence of another shark in the Nesta Biddle.
Yep. There's I'm claiming a half point, and I'm rolling that one over next year because she's going to be a freak. US-born player signs a development deal. Now, I didn't look this up. I couldn't think of one, and AJ couldn't help me, mainly because I didn't ask him just quietly, but that sucks. Moving on quickly, Des Hasler, error, off to a slow start.
Yep.
Slam dunk with this one. The excitement in the preseason. You and I sat here and talked about it. We just couldn't see it. I'm a huge Titan.
Yeah, I saw Titans fans saying this guy that's going to get us back into the 8. That's going to get us, nearly top 4. And I thought, nah. And you know what? Roll that one over because I don't think they're making finals in 2025 either.
Fair enough. Parramatta return to the top 8.
Oh, damn.
That was awful. 2 huge top 8 misses, but that's okay. Ryan Pappenhausen stays injury-free, largely.
Just about. He didn't have a bad injury. I think he had a couple of, here and there, knock to the knee, calf, but nothing no break or anything.
And that was more a hopeful one because I love Pappenhausen. Yeah. He had a wow.
Everyone loves Ryan Pappenhausen.
And finishing off for this one, NRL to close the boxing loophole. And what I meant was we saw Tavita Pangai Jr. retire, go box, get knocked out and decide this ain't for me and go back to rugby league. I don't think the NRL have done anything about this.
They have not done anything about it. And I don't think they will.
No, I don't think they will either. If it happens again to a player in better form, it will because they will kick up a stink.
Yep.
But until then, I'm claiming a half point. And if I'm not, unless I'm mistaken, I think I got 30 from 30.
Dan.
Talk to me, Terry.
Time for some top sport tips.
I've missed this segment so much.
I haven't missed my stake because I haven't got it yet.
We'll do that soon. Although, I didn't drop a finals game.
So? You were 40 behind.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yep.
Although I might have tipped the Storm, can't remember.
You did. I tipped Penrith.
Well, I dropped the finals game. Okay, redemption.
Right, so we'll start with the NRLW. Well, I mean, the sets of games are the sets of games. Yep. It's exactly the same this weekend. Let's start with the NRLW. The Fijians are taking on the Cook Islands. Winner of this plays Samoa.
Yes, for a crack at the World Cup.
I haven't seen any of the team lists, so I'm just going to pick on heart here and just go Fiji.
Yeah, it's in Fiji, which I think will get the Fijians home. There's a few NRLW stars in each, or fringe players. Yep. There's a couple of the Harvey Normans. Not a whole lot of names, but I mean, if you're going to watch football, turn it on. It's going to be fun. Yep. I think Fiji get the chocolates.
Yeah, Fiji get the chocolates there. And in the women's, Australia versus New Zealand, that's over in New Zealand.
Yeah, on Sunday afternoon. This is going to be a cracker because the Kiwi girls beat us in the final last year.
Same as the men?
Yep, they're going to want revenge.
I'm going to pick Australia.
Yeah, me too. I think they're going to go in. They want this. Can I be controversial? International Rugby League is better the year after the Kiwis beat the Aussies because the Aussies come in and won it.
Because last year, you and I were sitting on this couch and it was almost smug just going, Australia's going to win. Australia's going to win. Australia's going to win. And then they got beat 30-0 and you're like, good. Right, let's bounce back. And now you have a look at this Australian team depleted.
Yeah. Exactly right.
On to the men's. Oh, sorry. We both picked Australia now. On to the men's. So Fiji against the Cook Islands. This game is in Fiji as well.
Saturday night.
Winner of this plays PNG, is it?
Well, PNG got to play the Cook Islands next week. It's different.
The winner of this plays against Tonga for a chance to get in the top 4.
Yeah, so right? New PNG are in a spot. It's really interesting. I like the way they're set up. Each game has stakes. But as bad as Fiji were last week...
If Kaylera was playing for the Cook Islands, I would be back in the Cook Islands because he's just awesome. But I don't think Fiji are going to drop 2 games at home.
Yep, no chance.
And finally, the Australian men's Kangaroos taking on the... What are they called?
The Kiwis.
Kiwis, that'll do.
Sunday Arvo over there, sold out.
Sold out. Now, I had a look at that New Zealand team and the back line, but the forward pack's pretty good.
Forward pack's good. The halves, unfortunately. They could have Dylan Brown and Jerome Hughes.
Yeah.
With that, you're probably talking...
And look, SJ, I think this is his swan song. This is the chance for him to go out and say goodbye on his
terms. We said that last time. So.
We did, but you got to think how his career ended, right? His career ended with a win at Cronulla and then a bye.
Yeah.
But they lost at home in New Zealand.
Yeah, this is a good chance, sir.
So this is a chance. Even if they go and get beat by Australia, this is the chance for Shaun Johnson to walk off the field in New Zealand and say, hey, that's it. This is me. I'm done.
Yeah, I like it. I like
it.
The fact that unfortunately the Kiwis are just missing a lot. Look, you're missing Ronaldo, which is huge, and he
Kaylera would be in that team.
So
they got Peter Hiku.
Yeah,
Kaylera would be the other.
Which sucks, and there are a couple of forwards missing. It'll be a competitive game, but if Australia don't win this game, they have to really look at themselves quite hard. I think they win and win pretty well. I think
Australia win. Yep. Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Rugby League Outlaws, brought to you by the good people at Top Sport. Don't forget to like and subscribe everywhere you can. Hit the follow button.
Stick with us during the
Yeah.
off season.
Yeah.
We're bored.
We're here.
I need attention from you.
Yeah.
We'll be back when something happens.
I'll probably be back next week because there's more games. We've got to talk about this.
I do love rugby league.
We
Derek.
love it. We love it.